What's up, guys? Something happened to me last night, which hasn't happened in a while. And basically, I had a dream. It's kind of a nightmare, but not like that nightmarish. Well, what I mean is basically in this dream, I'd started smoking weed again, or I actually hadn't started smoking weed again, but well, basically, right. I've been trying to, well, I was, for 10 years, I was trying to quit weed, and kind of during those 10 years, I quit for a bit and then went back onto it, and then like realized, okay, I've got more to learn. Kept kind of figuring out how to quit it, um, to kind of really do it properly and kind of attack it at every angle. And so I quit many times, and after quitting like the first couple weeks, I would get, I guess, nightmares of me smoking weed again and being trapped in it and being like, okay, I'll just buy, damn it, all right, I'll just buy one more bag and then that's it, kind of thing, just one more. And like, that cycle again, that cycle, just like one more, then okay, just one more, okay, just one more. Which goes on and on for weeks, months, years, right? Just one more. Um, yeah, and then sort of have those kind of dreams, nightmares, I guess. And I guess they were nightmares as opposed to dreams because um, they had like an emotional charge to it, like a negative emotional charge. And I would wake up and be like, "Oh shit, I had one of those dreams, and thank God I'm fucking still free from it. My goodness." And then maybe sometime later have another one of those dreams where like, oh, shit, like I'm going through this pattern again. Fuck. And I quit smoking cigarettes 10 years ago after smoking cigarettes for 6 years. Reading by reading I quit it by reading a book called Easy Way to Stop Smoking by a guy called Alan Carr. Easy Way to Stop Smoking. It's the best thing you'll ever do if you smoke cigarettes. Get that book. It makes it ridiculously easy. Um, so like yeah, what I was gonna say is, so after quitting cigarettes, so I quit cigarettes kind of quite a while before quitting weed. And yeah, like exactly the same. After quitting cigarettes, I would get these nightmares of like trapped in that cycle of addiction, nicotine addiction in that case, being hooked on cigarettes and just not being able to control myself and like kind of just feeling ashamed within myself and like trapped and just kind of yeah, it wasn't nice. The opposite of freedom and just feeling trapped and horrible. So I would have those with cigarettes, and so when I would quit weed, I would have those too, and yeah, and so that they and these dreams, some of you might know what I'm talking about, and but some of you watching this, you might not even have quit yet, not even for a little bit, which is cool. It's not. We're all at different stages essentially, so no judgment there, of course. And yeah, so because I quit a while ago, I was getting those dreams at first, but I haven't had them in a while. Like I haven't had them in a while. I can't really say how long, but I can't. It has been a while. But I had one last night, which was interesting, and yeah. So yeah, pretty much. I just thought I'd discuss that with you. And after quitting initially, like, so if you've been smoking weed every day, all day every day, like I was, especially at night, and then you kind of go to bed stoned as a fucker, and then kind of wake up all kind of groggy. During that time, most people, apparently it's not everybody, but well, I basically I wouldn't dream. I just didn't have dreams as a weed smoker. I didn't have dreams, at least dreams that I remembered. And so when you quit weed, you can have pretty intense dreams, especially the first few days, the first few weeks. It's pretty fucking intense dreams, and then that kind of goes away. And for a lot of people, some people that I've spoken to about this, they decide, or they relapse on weed, or they decide to continue smoking it so that they don't have those dreams, essentially to suppress those dreams. And I want to say, don't do that. This is not worth it at all, because it's just not worth it. These dreams are harmless. These dreams are harmless. And us weed smokers, generally, we're smoking weed to change how we feel. To change how we feel. Essentially to suppress negative feelings. And if you're not sure if you're doing that, I would encourage you to for now on, just to check. What triggers you to smoke. And so when you feel triggered to smoke, what if you don't, or what if you hold off for a little bit and just check how you feel. Just check the feeling. Is it you feel bad about that idea? And if so, then it's possible that the reason actually that you're smoking is to change how you feel. Essentially to stop yourself from feeling bad and suppressing it. And the thing is, if you suppress negative feelings, these negative feelings will always remain, and they will keep building up and come back stronger and harder over time. And the more you smoke weed, the more you become immune to it, and then you have to just smoke more and more to get the same effect that you used to have. And then eventually you get to the point that I've got to on a few times actually, where eventually just weed doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work. And then it just doesn't work. It doesn't have the effect that it used to. You just get stoned, but not that much, no matter how much you smoke. And then you're just left with what you've been essentially trying to suppress, which is these intense feelings. And these feelings, they need to be looked at. They need to be confronted. They need to be felt, essentially felt. And that was a big shift to me that I started doing a few years ago. One of my teachers, who was kind of helping me recover from addiction, it's basically it's very simple to say it, feel the feelings and sit with them, be with them. But if you're very used to, or completely used to, since childhood, used to just suppressing them or looking the other way, looking outwards, doing stuff, kind of taking something, avoiding the feelings, it's not easy. It's a complete huge shift. And what I'm getting at is, so with dreams as well, it's like if they need to come up. And these feelings, they're essentially unresolved feelings, unresolved traumas from childhood. And they're there, they need to be looked at, accepted fully, embraced, and when we do that, then they just kind of go by themselves. They go on themselves. If we suppress them or avoid them, they keep coming forever and ever and ever and ever. So they need to be looked at. These include the sleepy dreams. They're there to come up, and they're harmless. They're harmless. It's just energy. These feelings are just energy. Anger is just a chemical reaction in your body. So is fear. All of that, and they're harmless. And you need to allow them to just move their course without any judgment or reaction, anything like that. Just let them pass. Just emotions, just energy. Emotion stands for energy in motion. You just got to let it take its course, let it move how it wants to move, essentially, because it's just energy. So just let it flow. And this video is longer than I expected it to be, than I planned for it to be. Not that I really had a plan, but so these videos are to help you quit smoking weed and just understand it all more, because without gaining this understanding, I would never feel or experience the freedom from it that I do now. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'll be doing more of these videos, and see you in the next one.